This is like part two of the Ja Morant situation. Um, with this whole, you got to be gangster, you got to be a thug to be respected and stuff like that. Um, our grandfathers, wasn't that long ago, in the 50s, 60s, people act like it's 9,000 years ago. This wasn't that long ago. Our grandfathers and our fathers were handymen. They were the most respected brothers in the community. The person who can build stuff, the person who can fix stuff, the mechanics, the woodmen people, the people the brothers that went to war. Some unwillingly, obviously they had the draft back then, so some of the army brothers were drafted, and they were one of the most respected men in the community. The brothers that worked at the plant, the manufacturing plant, these were the brothers who the community looked up to because it showed hard work, family. These are the women were attracted to brothers like this. You go to the army, you got a pension. Your manufacturing man working every day, he gonna get a check every week. Or really, we turned on the women. Well, if you can fix some shit, you can put some put a little paint and paint this wall. You can build this wall, put some bricks down. These are the things that our women looked up to, and these are the brothers the things that our young men looked up to. I want to fix this. I want to learn how to do this. And these are the things that they taught. They passed this down to the children. Uh, the men passed down working with your hands and going to the military at the time, and being upstanding men and individuals in the community. Um, that is what is gangster. You know, being respectful, being respectable. I don't know how we got here, but again, we need to get back to that, where you don't have to have a whole bunch of jewelry on your neck to be respectable. You don't have to bounce a ball. You don't have to make 200, $300 million. You don't have to be in and out of prison. Some of these things we can't control what's on TV because it's not controlled by us. We're essentially the workers. They hire you to play a gangster. You go, you sell some drugs on TV. You go back home, not even thinking about the brothers in the inner city, thinking like, "Oh, I'm gonna look up to Johnny because Johnny on TV playing the gangster," not knowing that in real life you play a gangster, you go to prison, you get shot, you die. You don't think about the consequences of the jobs we take, right? The imagery that we put online, the imagery that we put out in the universe, whether it's through music, through writing, through producing shows and stuff like that. So, we have to get back to that because we're going to see more and more brothers in and out the prison system. We're going to see more and more women lost. We see on social media women literally have full-fledged conversations about not dating a man unless he got a couple of felonies, unless he got a couple of baby mamas. I mean, conversations that you wouldn't even think you'd be like, nah, this is a hoax, this is a joke. And people really live this lifestyle that if someone that I'm attracted to does not have felonies, they're not living a destructive lifestyle. If they don't have a whole bunch of kids all the way to wazoo, then they're not manly to me. They're not respectable. They're corny. They're loser. On the flip side, you hear men say detrimental things too about women, but we as a man we have to do better at teaching our young men what is gangster and what is being a man, and also understanding that our actions trickle down to the next generation. What I put out online is going to be viewed as this is what a man is. This is what manlyhood is. This is what being gangster is. This is what realness is. And we don't control that. We can control that part. If they want to keep putting people and women on TV fighting and fussing, that's on them. They want to put all these drug shows on TV, that's on them. But we can create content and we can create imagery and control the narrative um, that we can at least get a balance. We can't stop them from putting foolishness on TV. They gonna make us look like buffoons forever. They've been doing it forever. That ain't gonna change. But we can control the narrative in our music. We can control the narrative in our imagery, and we can control the narrative of what we put out there and how we educate the next generation. There is no young man that should ever say, I didn't know what being a man was because I look online and I see all this foolishness. When you should be following a whole bunch of brothers that are out here doing the Lord's work, literally teaching people how to build stuff, not, control your debt, control your anger, control your desires, control your money, control your trick bag. We all got one. Control your trick bag, control your drug and alcohol intake. These are not simple things, but as you become older and more wiser and put people around you in a better circle, put a better circle around you, you can do it with that help. But ain't no way you should be ever around people, men that say negative things about women, and obviously women say negative things about I only date certain people and gangsters, and I mean, but it happens. But those people, you should always distance yourself from. And obviously, we're talking about John Morant. John Morant should 100% distance himself from them people. Them people should have never made it past college, never made it past high school. And obviously, when you're young, you don't know everybody who you're hanging around. But once he signed that contract, he should say, Johnny, let me get you 100,000 player. Don't ever call me again. Here's your 100,000 player. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for, having fun with whoever, whatever. We had a great time. Here's $50,000. I'm gonna let you go, bro. Here's a new car. Don't ever call me again, bro. You have to have that discernment. Where I'm going, you can't go, bro. And that don't mean these people are negative people. There's people right now I do not hang out with. Great people. They not felons. They not cussing and fussing. They don't have a whole bunch of kids all over the place. They ain't never been to jail. It's just that what they do brings me down. So I ain't about to be around it. That don't mean they negative. That don't mean that nothing negative about them. That just means what they do is going to bring me down. So you have to know that once you get certain opportunities, you can't hang with certain people. And these are not, that don't mean these people are bad. That don't mean you're not real, you're not taking me with you. No. It ain't about me taking me with you. What you do is gonna bring me down. And I ain't about to babysit no grown person. John Morant has a child. I'm confused. If you don't know you gotta grow up at 20 something years old, when you have a child, when is he gonna learn the rules of the game? Because we live in a society now that when you have a certain level of success, there's more and more people that don't want you to be successful. And it's not that, especially it's not just our culture, it's a black thing. Right now, you go look at any celebrity, there's gonna be 50% of the comments are negative. Oh, I don't like your hair. I don't like the way you wear that. Why you dating that person? Why you got your mama house? Why you doing this? Why you doing that? Oh, I wouldn't do that. People you don't even know. People with bot pages. People who got no pictures. People who just got colors on their freaking gram. I got a red square. I got an orange box. You'll never know who these people are. But because it's not just jealousy. It's ingrained in them that if someone else succeeds, that means I'm a failure. And that's not true. We all can be successful. Success looks different for everybody. So there's more eyes on him, for people to bring him down. Everything that man does is scrutinized. He go to the club. Oh, he didn't tip the waiter to $1,000. He tipped her only 30%. Why he got $1 zillion? Why he ain't tip her 40%? Oh, he didn't hold the door for the person to go to the bathroom. He just let the man just bump into the door. He didn't hold the door for the woman coming after him. He didn't get the 3 people in that couldn't get in. It's always something. You getting scrutinized more and more. So if he knows that, why are you putting yourself in situations till you know? Go get you jammed up. Some stuff I don't understand. People go hate on you, whatever. But ain't no way I'm about to have a gun on video with my boys, drunk as a skunk, and some ladies in the background, paid ladies, to have fun with. I'm like, what are we doing here? Put the phones down, lock them up, everybody have fun, Everybody take your phone with you when you go home, and all we got is rumors. Oh well, I thought I seen a gun. I don't know what she said. I wasn't there. No proof. No proof. But society says record everything, put it online, and then when you get in trouble, you gotta say, "Well, that's me in the video, and that's a gun in the video." But I'm hoping the gun ain't mine. I'm hoping the gun ain't loaded, or it wasn't pointed at somebody who felt threatened. Just stop recording stuff. It just, but again, that's we teaching everybody. You got a phone in your hand. You got to pull it out. You got to take a picture of this. You got to record it. You got to put it up, upload it, and then you got to tell us what's in it. And then you got to be like, ha ha ha! I'm in the club without y'all. You losers, you're bums. I'm rich. And it's like, bro, like the prosecutor sitting right there, like they at the house in the apartment looking crazy. They pissed. They're like, oh, Job I got 200 million. All right, I got 50,000. I got $100,000 student loans. Time to get his ass. So always remember, there's people watching you who do not care about your success. They want to bring you down. I'm not saying live for them. I'm saying always watch your steps. Some stuff you can't control. I can't control what someone seeing. Oh, you didn't tip them enough money. And I can't control the foolish people in the comments. I can control who around me with a gun. I can also control who around me that drink too much. I also can control who around me that's doing extracurricular drugs, whatever extracurricular drugs you think of. I also can control who and what I sleep with. Come on. So there's certain things you can control. Just control that part and you'll be okay. Control the part you can control, I guess. All right, peace.